Hey, what's going on? My name is Cisco Lara, and today we got two quick ones for you. And not quick in the sense that it means that we're not going to appreciate one music video over the other. What it is we got one artist. Uh, who knows? Maybe they're both done by the same cinematographer. Or maybe they're done by the same director. We just got two music videos today by Ed Maverick, and he's going to be performing for us, and we're going to be watching and criticizing the film, the storytelling, what have you. All right, stick around, and yeah, let's get into it. Ed Maverick, huh? I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's go. I love that. I love that like Wes Anderson feel, like very centered. Everything's like in frame, and it's just showing his face, and it's kind of like showing his emotion. Like he's not telling us his emotions yet. The music isn't playing, but it is kind of like a um, very simple chord progression where it's just leading into like a very uh, the song isn't too much about the music. The song is more about the lyrics, right? You take the song out, you take the guitar out, you take the drums out, you listen to the lyrics, you're gonna get a story. And it's kind of what I'm picking up here. The music doesn't really add anything to it, but the emotion does. The cinematography was great. Whatever they had going on, standing on top of this dirt hill and separating, who knows? But let's see how it progresses.
¿Qué esperas de mí? Quiero ver qué piensas tú.
We're looking through the lens of him now, I'm assuming. The color's coming back. Great transition from that black and white. Must have been like a memory.
Fui cero romántico.
It's just confused.
Tienes que entender.
It looks like in his face he's trying to recall something. He just doesn't know what. And this character on the screen is not telling us nothing. There's music going on. There's lyrics going on. And no one's saying anything, so we don't know what's going. The music's saying something, but this individual's not doing nothing. More facial expressions, more like what happened here, because it doesn't look the same, right? It looked like they were on a sandy beach. Now they look like they're in the middle of the desert. This looks like my backyard right now.
No soy un güey básico. Aunque no te culpo, hay veces en que ni siquiera yo me entiendo.
I love how they share a lot of important time with these characters. Like, yeah, we're on the woman for like 4 seconds, and we're on the guy for about 4 seconds, but it shows us just that they they have something. I mean, the beginning was very simple. It was like they were hugging, they stopped hugging, she walked away, right? And he's looking for her. And as he's looking for her, they show like, hey, this person's important in a sense. Like, there's not much in words you have to say to tell me that this person's important. Black and white, no sound. I could tell this character is important. She's important to this character.
Quiero que sigamos saturándonos la vida de recuerdos.
And all the way. Ruin the symmetrics. Now we're black and white again. You can see what's going on here. It's like they're not pushing each other away. They're fading away. Even though he may still want her, she may not reciprocate that, because when he went to go touch her face, she didn't do anything further, right, to reciprocate that. It's like, oh, hand on face means nothing if someone's not going to reciprocate it, right? So what I'm seeing here is just like, now the camera's doing this like pulling away, pulling away, pulling away motion to really show that they're fading in a sense, falling further out of each other's eyes, as you do. Because sometimes when you watch film, you watch things. Sometimes you're a fly on the wall. Other times it's from the perspective of the eyeballs. From you're watching it from your eyes. So this fading out sense is really good.
Quiero que me digas que me quieres y que me vas a extrañar.
Now we know that they are one part of the individual. They're two parts of individuals that create this group, right? Ed and Maverick, right? Individual singing could be Ed Maverick, woman playing guitar, woman playing guitar. But they are they're both picking up the role to tell this story, and it's really cool because it doesn't take much to tell a story. It does not take much to tell a story, and as you could tell from here, there wasn't, it just took them two. And so them sitting here on this beach and really telling the story is just like this individual's pouring his heart out, right? He's pouring his heart out and he's just speaking on what's on his mind about how he probably feels, how he probably lost the one that he loves. I don't speak Spanish, I don't understand Spanish, so there's a lot to it.
Mames, no me mires a los ojos que me vas a hacer llorar. Dime que esta no será la última vez que te voy a abrazar.
What? Really, what? Am I supposed to? Is this supposed to make me? Because it's not the same woman. She was wearing a white dress. I get it, it is the same woman, but in the scenario, she was wearing a whole different outfit, and this guy is still wearing the same outfit. So why are you running to this woman in red and giving her a big hug? I don't know. I'm sincerely lost here. Storytelling wise, I'm lost. Cinema, I thought it was showing her, and it was really clean because it was just like giving them proper screen time, showing the music being played, the guitar. It was really into it. It was showing her hands doing the plucking. It was great. Story wise, what?
Quisiera que todo fuera mentira y de chingazo despertar.
What?
Quisiera que todo fuera mentira y de chingazo despertar. Un día más, una vez más. En tus brazos yo me quiero acurrucar. Un día más.
What is going on? Why was he wet? Did he fall asleep in the sand? Why are they back together? Like, sometimes when things get made and stuff like that, we tend to do things to tell a story that's gonna be that could be easily picked up regardless of how you're watching it. Um, Good versus bad, love lost, love found. Like, you can put those and play it, and even though someone might not understand the language what is being said, you will understand what's going on. I don't know if they lost love and found it. I don't know if they never lost love to begin with. What's going on here? I'm confused. It looks like there's no captions really at all, so that's great. Let's get back to it.
Una vez más.
I like the cinematography. I like how this
Brazos yo me quiero acurrucar.
to be honest with you.
Un día más.
They should this they do it. They like to show the back of their heads a little too much, right? The back of their heads once or twice, that's fine. Um, if this individual had a bald spot, they wouldn't be showing the back of their head too much. But they do a lot of back of the head shots, and it's not that good. It's really off-putting. Because we get different scene transitions where, like, these are through my eyes, these are through her eyes. Now these are from somebody else's eyes who's watching us all the way back there. It's very off-putting. It's very confusing. Um, yeah, not a big fan of it.
Una vez más. En tus brazos yo me quiero
It feels
acurrucar.
like a repeat use of assets
Un
right
día
there
más.
too. Yeah.
Una vez más. En tus brazos
older
yo
again?
me quiero
Go again.
acurrucar.
Let me guess, the back of your heads are coming up? Again, just not a big fan of what's really going on. Uh-oh. Love lost? I'm sorry. This was not a good song. This music video was okay at best. You could have done anything more to the lyrics. You could have done anything more to the cinematography to show that this individual was trying to be romantic. But yet you gave us two people on a beach who hugged one another randomly while they're playing the guitar wearing a red dress, following a woman in a white dress who's supposed to be somebody else, but it really, like, is it the same individual? And why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It was not, none. This not good whatsoever. Look, we're gonna pull up another Ed Maverick. All right, I blame him for this? Absolutely. He wrote the lyrics, probably. I'm not even gonna get into it. Next video, Ed Maverick. This one is known as Fuentes de Ortiz, which means Fuentes. This one has 3.3 million likes. We do have a caption here, so I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm not gonna put it on Spanish. I'm sorry. Auto translate to English.
Sí, sí.
We're back to them standing 10 feet apart. The beginning of the first one had something too. Let's go back to it real quick. Capítulo 3. Despida, 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 despida. Farewell. Farewell. So this is, I don't know if it's a combination of three songs that you're supposed to listen to get the full story, but where he's saying goodbye, right? Like scene 3, goodbye. This one says,
Sí, sí.
this is the prelude. So this is the beginning. This is before we know what's going on. The prelude is the very beginning. I like the center shots. I will give it that. Those center shots are very nice. It's always nice. It's pleasing to the eyeballs. It's nice to see something just perfectly, like right down the middle, centered. It's good. It's beautiful. It's good. See, it's un filme de Nueders, which I think is the producer or the production company. The Nueders. Let's check it out. Let's see what goes on. This is the prelude. Stick around. It might make sense. Scene 1, distancia, which I think means distance, right? Yeah. Distancia means distance.
Distancia.
Distancia means distance.
Ya dime si quieres estar conmigo, si mejor me voy. Tus besos dicen que tú sí me quieres, pero tus palabras.
Stories are songs that use stuff such as your kisses feel like you still want to be with me. It's always a one-sided relationship when you get that. You know, like someone always says, people tell you there's three sides to every story. There's their side, there's the other person's side, and there's the truth. And this song tells me one thing: it's a one-sided story. It's a one-sided love song. The individual looks very young. We've all been in love. We have all been in heartbreaks, right? So we have one individual stories that we could tell all day and night. I'm getting a lot from this, a lot from the lyrics, because he's like, your kisses still tell me you love me, but your words don't. So I don't know. Her actions could probably also be another thing that doesn't.
Y al chile yo hasta moriría por ti, pero dice.
A good scene. That was a good transition to show the distance, because he feels like she's so close to him, right? Like she's right here, so much so that he feels like she's right here. He goes for a hug, and she has this distance. It's very good. You put yourself in the seat of him, right? And you see that this is a love song. This is a crying out love song towards one person. Um, it's good to see that transition go from he was about to hug her to the distance they created. Back to my original statement. All right, there's distance.
Sabes que no.
This scene, however, showed the distance. Her closing it, meeting him halfway. Right.
No eres directa, neta, ya me estás cansando. Se concreta, por favor.
That doesn't make any sense. Don't worry.
Y en la noche que las estrellas salen, yo pienso.
There's two things I picked from that because it's embarrassing to go for a hug and they don't reciprocate. But when they come to you and they bring you that hug that you were looking for, and then you do not reciprocate, it's like being petty about a thing that happened. Like, learn to let that go. And I picked that up from there. It's just like he's like trying to hug. He's like, now I'm gonna do something more extravagant. Da 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 da. Pulls out this giant guitar, starts playing it. It's not really reciprocating.
En ti, mi amor, que me hiciste de mi cabeza, no sales. Y no lo digo por mamón. Si me dices para ti que soy.
I gotta look up the lyrics and find out that he just called her like a cuss word that is just like completely rude and out of context. Because it seems like the lyrics are saying, "What did you do? How did you do it? You're in my head and you won't leave, my love." But then goes and calls her a certain B word. Why make music like that? 3.3 million likes.
No dudar en hacerte tan feliz, eres especial para mí. Dime por qué me haces sufrir. Yo te olvidaré desde las fuentes de Ortiz. Soy inseguro.
Union means to come together. What it means. So, chapter 2, scene 2, they're together. Let's see what they do together.
Cuando dices que me quieres porque creo que no.
This scene is why the first song she was calling him a zero romantic dude. You're walking together on the beach, no hand holding. You try to go for hugs, but you feel the distance. Then you tell her in a song that you have insecurities because when she says she loves you, you don't believe her. This song has a lot of things that should make you go to therapy versus making music.
Como bebé caigo, pero si redondito en tu trampa, amor. Y ya dime si tú me quieres por.
It's very awkward and it's very telling of a story when one person does more than the other. Um, we saw him try to go for a hug, but felt the distance and it was shown. He was hugging the air. She closed the distance, hugged him. He didn't reciprocate it. Then they're walking on this beach and she goes for the hand holding. She is telling you or showing you that this is what she wants. Now, this is your generic boy girl love relationship, right? Not doesn't mean that the guy doesn't have to lead. The woman could lead too. But it's showing here that he's singing about her because he's in love with her. So more or less, he's always wanted that role of being the lover versus the lovee. And she's showing him, I want this. So now she has to take the role of being the lover. And that's what I'm picking up from this story. Like the subtext, like what's going on here. She's like, I want this. Hold my hand. So she goes and holds his hands because she wants her hand held.
Favor. Y he sufrido y me he empedado tanto por tu amor. Y en la noche que las estrellas.
I don't get it. Maybe it's his way of showing love. People have different love languages. People like gifts, people don't like gifts. People like flowers, people don't like flowers. People like being told they love you, and people like being shown they're loved. Right? different love languages. Maybe they're just two people who aren't compatible in a sense because his love language is let me whip out my guitar and please start singing to you. There's nothing wrong with serenading and wanting to sing for somebody, but not everyone likes it. It's kind of sometimes embarrassing in a public place. However, him doing this twice now and then later on being called a zero romantic dude probably goes to show that this isn't her sign of romance.
Salen, yo pienso en ti, mi amor, que me hiciste de mi cabeza no sales, y no lo digo por mamón. Si me dices para ti que
That's the second time that word was used, and again, I'm gonna be sorely upset if I find out it's a certain word because that's the only word I feel like goes there, and it's not appropriate for the song or what you're trying to say.
soy, no dudaré en hacerte tan feliz. Eres especial para mí. Dime por qué me haces sufrir. Yo te olvidaré desde las fuentes de Ortiz. Te olvidaré.
I will forget you from Los Fuentes. See, it's very toxic because he's like, tell me you love me, but if you keep it up, I can easily forget you. Um, I don't know what's really being said in the lyrics, music video wise. It's the first one. Just pull the first one up. That's the same. That's the same story they're telling. Like they're not expressing anything more. Nothing really changed besides him playing the guitar now.
Desde las fuentes de Ortiz.
We're getting that more open, spacious headshot, but it's very nice. It's very good. They put the black and white again to make it seem like a memory. I'm assuming maybe it's just a memory. Maybe it's a hard time. Maybe it's a difficult time. Maybe she told him, "You're a zero romantic dude." First it was distance, then now it's a union. There's a union. Okay, it looks like he really didn't call her anything negative. At night when the stars come out, I think of you, my love. What did you do to me? I can't get you out of my head. I'm not exaggerating. If you tell me what I'm doing to you, I won't hesitate to make you so happy. You're special to me. Tell me what you're making why you're making me suffer. I'll forget you from Fuentes de Rotis. So yeah, he's just saying like, I'm not exaggerating. You're stuck in my head all the time. What's it gonna take? And when you put that into context versus the chopped up auto-generated English caption, it can make you see two different stories. As I just did right now, right? There's two sides, three sides to every story. Here's the truth. So, um, yeah, overall, I wasn't a fan of both of them cinematography wise. They did a lot of the same shots. It felt like used assets over and over again. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that when you have to convey a story and do things and try to just keep it going. But for a total of 7 minutes, you couldn't have done anything more. They walked on the beach for 5 of them. Just overall, just cinematography was okay. Um, the lighting was good used. I mean, they used natural lighting from the sun. It came out very nice. The black and white was cool. What I really did appreciate though was those very center focus shots showing a lot of headspace, but showing them as individuals, and it's really cool because sometimes that can convey a lot of energy and a lot of things to a story. But then when the rest of the story gets added in, it fumbles. So um, they could have done so much more about this. They could have done this so much more. Take it to a different scene. Take us to a different place. Take us anywhere. But here on this beach, on this sandy beach, and in multiple shots of the same thing, it wasn't doing anything for me. It wasn't telling no story whatsoever. However, that was Ed Mavericks, Fuentes de Rotis, and it's been Cisco. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.